You suffer from mental health?
I suffered ED, past tense.
ED?
Yeah, suffered.
Oh, you suffer from ED?
Whoa, no. Ask my wife.
You know, you're like, do re mi fa. And I,
and I'm about to keep going though.
Alright, what's up everybody? I'm Chalfant.
And I'm Trale.
And we are
brothers from another
color.
In living color, you can do what you wanna do.
I don't know the dance, but
In living color. In the dance in living color.
when I did that, my necklace was like
Fire. I seen the shoulders. Like he was a is it? It's one of the what is it?
oh, what's that one dance where it's I think it's black people who are doing the dance, but there's a white dude in
If
one
it's
group.
a dance, we for sure we're doing it.
Yeah, but it was like a white dude in one dance. He gets close and he's like that, and the girl's like, oh my god!
It's like some college stuff. Like that was the perfect girl voice though.
I'm like, oh my gosh. No, where he's like, I don't know. I
wanna freak you.
Tay Diggs, y'all.
What? Tay Diggs and Tom Hanks. So today we're gonna talk about mental health.
Mental health.
Mental health.
Mental health.
You should do it. Mental health.
Mental health.
And how it affects you.
Yeah. Why do you think why do we pick mental health?
Because it's something that we may have struggled with before in the past.
Yeah.
Both of us.
In lots of ways too. Not just men, women, white, black. It's everybody. But there definitely are stigmas.
Always.
Right?
In every community.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about first?
So, I want to talk about how I suffer from mental health. So, to get into it real quick, I'm a guy that I care a lot. I try to help a lot. I have a big heart. And I remember talking about
Also, pause. Alright. So, Trale, why'd you want to talk about mental health today?
because it's something that I suffered from. I'm sorry.
You suffer from mental health?
I suffered ED, past tense.
ED?
Yeah, suffered.
Oh, you suffer from ED?
Whoa, no. Ask my wife. No, but it's something I suffer with. Around the same time last year, it began. I want to say early August, late July. I remember talking to my pops after my brother passed in 2018. Actually, our first conversation, because I met him in 2010. First real conversation.
Your dad.
Yeah. First real conversation was in 2018. We had the time to sit down after my brother's funeral, and I told him what I was going through in life and how me and my mom were dealing with things, and he told me like, son, I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna crack one day. It's just gonna be too much pressure for you. You carrying too much on your back. And I remember last year I did maybe, I want to say 4 shows under my brand of Play Too Much Productions, 4 comedy shows. And about the 5th show, I felt drained. I felt lethargic. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to answer any phone calls. And it just hit me like what my pop said had came to fruition though. Like I collapsed under all the weight that I was carrying though.
Mm-hmm.
And come later to find out that it was depression, because I was in a dark place. I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to deal with friends, man. And it made it hard for me because I'm really a people person. I love dealing with people. So, how can I put this?
Most of the people that I know, and we know this from celebrity life, but the ones that are the funniest are the ones that are going through the most stuff.
Yeah. That's why they usually have the most to tell.
Yeah. And like you begin to realize the most that they're getting out of life, their high is like their impact on others. Then eventually, you know what I mean? I feel like it's different with celebrities because they go through these spurts where we feel like they're just going, but they're going for X number of weeks, X number of months filming a show or a movie, and then that downtime, they don't have. I mean, like you think about Robin Williams, he wasn't out and about at all these shows making people laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they bottle it up. And then I began to realize, whether it's from you, myself, or other friends that I know, especially the ones that are really funny, like where we would call ourselves class clowns and stuff like that, they were also the ones that were going through the most stuff always.
I was most definitely a class clown though.
Always.
But I always lashed out in school though. School was an escape for me, because being at home was torture. I would run away. I would want to be with friends. I would spend the night with classmates, all of that stuff though. But being home was torture though.
Yeah.
I remember running away just for a track meet. But it wasn't for the track meet, it was just to get away from home though.
Yeah.
So it made things real difficult though. I think I carried so much from being a child into adulthood that early on it affected my marriage, until just having my pops in 2018, which was very bittersweet, because I lost a brother that I never got a chance to meet, but that was my second time meeting my pops, and where we actually were able to have a conversation about just life, how I was, how he was. And I always told myself that when I met him I would hate him, but meeting him was just totally different though. Like I felt like a little kid, and man, it was.
And I just met him too, this past week.
First time, yeah, he came out here, man, to see my new home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say that to say,
my brother's gonna see this nigga cracking up, man. That's my father's tagline, man.
Tagline.
You
go like this, where your voice is. You ever been in an interview, and somebody asks you a question, and then not only you forget what they ask you, you forget what you're saying, and then you pause. So either you got the skills to know where you could wrap it back up in a bow, and you say, I say that to say,
I'm coming back. I'm bringing it around full circle.
Yeah,
He did it
always.
full
That's
circle.
him. Yep. Yep.
But he always remember what he was saying though from the beginning though.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
But it's just crazy. He took you around that whole world just to get
He did.
one single point.
I said all I asked was, what kind of donuts do you like? You know.
And he started like, well,
Yeah.
in the Bible,
Yeah.
donuts weren't allowed. But
You brought up your brother. That past that you never met.
yeah,
You want to talk about that or no?
Yeah, most definitely. So my brother I'm 33. I was born in January 87. So I had an older brother who was born in December 86. So that's actually the month before I was born. So I want to ask you guys, is that a month apart or is it a year apart?
Yeah.
So you think about that. But when I met my father in 2010, I was 23 for the first time. And well, when I met him for the first time, I was 23.
Yeah.
And he told me I had an older brother. And when I got back home from meeting up with him in Indiana, I'm from Gary, Indiana, but I got back home. I had messaged my brother, and the greeting he gave me was kind of cold. So I never messaged him again, and that was the only time we talked.
So when you say you met him, you didn't meet him in person?
No, my pops or my brother.
Your pops.
Yeah, I met him in person though.
Okay.
Which was.
But you didn't meet your brother. You talked to him. You talked to him online.
Yeah. Facebook actually. Facebook messaged him though.
Yeah.
And we weren't even friends. I just reached out. He was like, your brother's name is David Baker. Here's his Facebook profile. Just reach out to him.
Yeah.
And at the time, my father told me, well, when he passed, my father told me that he was going through his own issues. So maybe he had his own things going on and he didn't want to talk. So, but it really hurts because that was the only conversation we had, and I always told myself I wanted an older brother. It would have been cool to have an older brother though.
Yeah.
And not be the oldest. And I would have loved to ask him how my pops was and how things were back in when he was a child with my pops though. But I want to share just one thing. So real short though, but it's something that affected me. Affected my mindset. My wife had asked me, because my wife grew up in a big family. Everybody's close. They're cool. They crack jokes and all that. They have gatherings.
Traditions.
Yes.
We talked about that earlier.
Which we do not do.
Yep.
And me personally though.
We don't have them either. And I think it's because how we grew up.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that too, I think.
Yeah. Just stay tuned. But my wife asked me, what is the oldest memory you have of yourself and your family? And I told her it was, my mom probably gonna watch this. I'm sorry, Mom. but it was my mom being beaten. And when I said it, it came out like I didn't mean to say it, but it was the actual first. The first what's the word I just used? Memory that I had of being a child. Like that memory has stuck with me for 31 years now. Yeah. Like I think about it every day. I have nightmares still at this age. So
because it was different than the rest of the memories. That's why.
Yeah. So I really do want to encourage fellas, from black people, black men, just find somebody that you're cool with, that you can talk to, man. Get it off your chest, because it can really kill you though. Because last year I had a hard time, man, and I'm still having. I get triggered by things that bring my depression back, but I fall back on things that make me happy to make sure that I remain happy throughout the day. So, just a small snippet, man. I want to share it though.
Yeah. And you said you're the tallest one in your family?
Man, yeah, right. I wish I was. I'm the smallest one. I am the smallest one, and I'm the oldest, which is crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's irritating. So I have a brother I'm the oldest. I'm 33. My brother under me, my mom's side, is 30. My brother under him will be 29 in September. My brother under him is 23. We're 10 years apart. My sister is 19. And then on my pop side, there was my older brother who passed away. He was 34. Then there's my brother Doran, who's 22. My brother under him is 20. Happy birthday. I love you. And my youngest brother is 18. And they're all taller than me.
But you're taller than your dad.
No, he's taller than me too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm taller than my kids.
I thought I was taller than your dad when I stood next to him.
Well, he probably was saying
you're taller than me.
We're the same height.
We were arguing we're the same height. Yeah. We had to switch chairs 4 times just to figure it out.
Because I told him I'm 6'2", and he's 6'1", so about the same height.
I had to shorten up my shirt this time.
Speaking of shirts, shout out to my guy Darian Miller, man. DM & Co Fitness, man. Great guy, great apparel. Yeah. You can find him at DM & Co on IG. If I'm wrong, it'll be in the comments below, right?
Yeah, we'll pop a thing up. So if he's wrong, you said DM what?
DM & Co Fitness.
And? Yeah, you can't put an and in the.
No, it's the
ampersand.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Woo, ampersand.
Yeah, can you put that in the comments?
Yeah, I can put that. I can put that on our video. I can put it right here.
Right now.
Yeah, but I don't think in a username I don't think you can use the and sign.
Oh,
the ampersand. So.
Still, shout out to Darian Miller, man. Yeah. I love it.
Thanks, man. I'd be wearing a shirt if you gave me one, but
it fit me so good though. I just like it because it's tight.
Yeah, well, I try to wear one tighter too, but then it pulls down. And if you're interested in seeing more of this,
what you should do is like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and follow.
All of those things.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
But we're going to make it easy for you, though.
Yeah. Trying all these graphics.
Yeah.
I don't know.